Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to give a salute out to the Trump supporters, and by that I mean the MAGA hat wearing people that went to the Trump rallies. I never went to one myself. I never wore a MAGA hat. I never, quite honestly, I never trusted Trump when he was running for office back in 2016. I never believed that he would stick to the agenda that he had laid out. And then when he did get elected, the first thing he tried to do was sell off the national forest, which I love. As you guys can see in my other videos, I practically live in the forest. So that was the first thing that pissed me off. And then he, between his support for the red flag laws and the bump stock ban, right, that all completely pissed me off. But other than those things, I support the rest of his agenda, okay? So I voted for Trump the first time, even though I didn't completely trust him, he was still better than Hillary, okay, by a lot. And then, of course, he's way better than Biden. I want to give a salute out to the people that have been with him from the beginning, that have actually gone to the Trump rallies and that continue to support him. Even though I don't consider myself part of that crowd for the reasons that I said, although at this point I wouldn't mind joining that crowd, okay? Now, if Trump does manage to win re-election, if he does manage to, and I've talked about in other ways, a couple ways that he can still do it, I will probably go back to not trusting him again. But I would rather have Trump in office, not trusting him, rather than Biden in office, who I know, is just bad. But anyway, this video is really not about Trump, though. This video is about the supporters that have been with him going to the rallies. I want to give those guys my full respect. Those are the people that I like. If it ever came down to it, and I found myself like in the trench, actually fighting, those are the people I would want to be next to, okay? Not the guys that I see on the internet that have like all the Gucci, $3,000 ARs and the night vision equipment, not those guys, okay? Those guys are all posers as far as I'm concerned. I mean, yes, I've got some nice stuff too, but I definitely do not associate myself with those guys, okay? From everything I've seen and heard from those guys, those guys are, you can't trust them for anything that really counts, okay? The Trump supporters, the people that actually go to the rallies, that take time off from work, travel long distances, wait on lines, through the hot summer or the cold winter, because some of the rallies, especially in Michigan, it was pretty cold there. You had people standing there listening to Trump. Those are the people that I trust. Okay, those are the people I would support. Even more than the military. Okay, and the reason is because the military gets paid. They'll do whatever they're told to do. And the military leadership is primarily Democrats. Okay, even regardless who the president is, even when Trump is president, most of the military leadership, right, the top generals, they're Democrats, okay, because they're all about big government. Big government works for them. Same thing, they're also, basically the military leadership pretty much works for the military establishment, in the sense that if they're not being paid now, they know that once they retire, they will be paid by the military establishment. Okay, so the CIA, FBI, military establishment, military leadership, they're all on the same side. They're all about big government. Okay, Trump wasn't. Trump was trying to break that up. In hindsight, I wish he had done a better job of breaking that up, because those are the things that we need to break up in this country: the CIA, FBI, military leadership. And I don't care if it temporarily weakens our country militarily. I think that the founding fathers had it right when they said that the biggest threat to a nation is a standing army, okay? Because we're seeing it now. Basically, they've taken control of this army. You have a situation here where Trump tells the FBI to do something and they're not doing it, because he's not in control of them. they're doing their own thing. They're their own entity. Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there as far as the Trump supporters. I know a few personally. I've seen the work that they do, the efforts that they go to. I consider those really solid, reliable people, and those are the people that I would trust and that I would want to, if it came down to it, those are the people I would want to fight with. Not the government paid people, not the people with the expensive gear that think they're cool or they think that, there's something special. Not those guys. The Trump supporters. Those are the guys I support. Those are the guys I respect. And I say this as an outsider. I'm not one of them. Okay, as I said earlier in this video, I never once went to a Trump rally. I never once put on a MAGA hat. But those people are what I consider the heart and soul of this country. Those are the real Americans. So thank you to you guys for doing what you do. If you guys aren't on my channel, please subscribe. See you guys next time.